Because he's questioning. It's a very, very interesting phenomena that happens. We think we know it all. And it's, why? And there's nothing wrong. Because you are in the process of questioning, so you start thinking. So you think that I think, and you think I'm the only one who thinks. It is normal. It's natural. This is what happens. One father told the teenage son, he says, my dear child, let's sit together, and then, so many questions are going to come. Let's think about life. My dear son, let's sit down and think about life. So the child said, yes, I don't mind at all, Daddy. Let's sit down. So both of them sat down. Then this child turns around to the father and says, what do you want to know? Oh, Dad, what do you want to know? I know it all. Tell me. Ask me. What do you want to know? You understand? So you start questioning, which is a very good thing. To question is good because now you started thinking. You started, what was taken for granted, what was accepted as gospel truth, you start questioning, which is good, which is the best thing because you're a human being, you must question. All great discoveries happen because people question. If questioning did not happen, nothing would have happened. But in this, one has to be very, very, very careful. To question is very good, but to keep on doubting is very bad. Very, very often, if this questioning attitude is not guided well as good, nice, proper questioning, it goes into what is called doubting. And then that is a very negative thing. Instead of it being a positive thing, it counteracts and becomes a negative thing and harms you all your life. Forever you become what is called a doubting Thomas. You know about the story of doubting. You know why it was called? You keep on doubting. You keep on saying, it is not possible. You keep on thinking in a negative way instead of a positive. Questioning, it may be true, it may not be true. It may be right. Let's see this way or that way. So you're questioning it, and what happens? Many times. And where does your questioning go? The first of all is in your doubting goes in the parents. And then it goes in the, whatever their belief system is. And what do? You reject it straight off, saying it's all nonsense. Isn't it true? If your father says this is good, you say, of course, this is nonsense. If you think, I believe in this, and that is when many, many times, kids when they were small, they would go and pray every day, they would do this. The minute they become teenagers, they say, I don't want to do that. Because mommy, daddy believes in it, so it's all nonsense, it's wrong, I don't believe in it. Is it true or not? And therefore, at this age, very often, it may happen, if your background is not of religious background, is not strong, many times, because of another thing which I'm going to talk a little later, there is a fashion to say, I don't believe in God. Isn't it true? I don't believe in all this stuff. Inside your heart, you feel it's all right. You dare not tell anyone because you get scared. Okay, if I tell, everyone is going to think I'm a crazy guy, and therefore I don't believe all this. So you will look very cool, and because you're actually, what are you doing? You're actually rebelling against or going, doubting the beliefs of your parents. Are you understanding that? So many times this happens. Many of the kids go through these type of phases. Then, the second thing that happens, as I told you, with the questioning mind is the critical mind. The critical mind is very different from a criticizing mind. There's a vast difference between the two. What is a criticizing mind? It's a fault-finding mind. Always thinking negative things about the others, finding faults, pulling someone down. That's called a criticizing mind. What should actually happen is a critical mind should develop. The ability to think of pros and cons in different directions, in different ways, in different angles, with different aspects. If you can think like that, this is called critical thinking. And this again is a fantastic ability that Bhagwan has given to human beings. And this is what develops in teenage. That's when it starts growing. This critical thinking and questioning. These two very important aspects of life which all of us must nurture and nourish, and then only great things will happen from us. Now, if you have understood this. There are two things that happen. One is the acceptance, the questioning of authority, and the other opposite thing that happens is acceptance of authority. Because if you've started questioning the authority that you already have of your parents and teachers, at least you need to accept something. You must have some base, and therefore a common thing that happens in teenage group is what? That all of us start accepting our own peers as authority. Isn't it true? Our own age group, whatever they say is the ultimate truth, right? They are the means for knowing. If your friend told you that you look funny, you don't look good, bas, you are shattered. And you think that's the end of the world, isn't it? If your own group people told you that you don't look good, bas. Your mother tells you that you look very good. Tamne su khabar pada. You don't know anything. If your mother tells you you don't look good, she says, nah. Especially, the way they wear their clothes, sometimes the pants are very precarious, they're like so loose and they're all, and the mummy says, "Aw, bahut gandu lage chhe, aw na pehraye, aw ketlu kharab lage, jo to karo tu ka, aw kyo." Barabar. And if your friends say, "This looks bad," then immediately you will change your look, you will change your hairstyle, anything. Why? At that time, because you're questioning one particular authority, you accept the other authority. And which is the authority that you accept? Your peers. And that is why at that age, peer pressure is maximum, and therefore it's so important at that age to have the right company. Because you will listen to your peers. And if you get into bad company, you listen to them because you think that is the ultimate and that's what you should do and that's right, because their values will become your values. You forget your family values because you've rejected it, thinking it's all nonsense. So they become the ultimate for everything in life. One of the reasons why all these kids are feeling very comfortable right now is because they are sitting with their own people. You put them between all these elders and you will see a different crowd altogether. I am not joking. Right now they're sitting cool, some of them. Swami, I'm going to listen to you. Let's find out what you're talking. Hey, this is the attitude and it's normal. Why? Because they're sitting along with their friends. Just put each one of them in between all the elders. But dhamam karine ubairse. Because that's when they feel really insecure. Are you understanding what I'm saying? This is it. Just to make you all feel comfortable, I said everyone, all the adults at the back and all my teenagers in the front. You understand? Because that's what happens to us. We are only comfortable, and our age group, even a few years older than us, that's not it. They're too old. A few years younger, kiddos. And just that little age group, and that's it. You feel so. They decide everything for you. Your values, your walking style, and what they eat, you eat, how they sleep, you sleep, and then this brand shoes is the thing, and everything is decided by that small little group of peers that you have around you. And of course, and that is why all your role models become what? What? Which are your role models? I'm scared to ask also. Marilyn Mason? No. That's going too far. So you have those role models, and then anything that they do is the cool thing. I remember when I was your age, there was this movie called Saturday Night Fever, in which there was this John Travolta. Now he's old. For y'all, he's an ancient guy. And I remember I went to this movie, and it was so funny. Even at that age, thank God this little bit of thinking was there. So when I went into the movie, everyone was normal. The friends I went with, everyone was like fine. But when they came out, every guy was walking like John Travolta. I said, what? His friends who were with me, I said, what's wrong with you? Can't you walk properly? And they're all walking, with that some funny style. You get so, you don't even know what you're doing actually. And therefore, a teenager, when you talk to him or her alone, they are fine, sensible, typical, wonderful, lovely kids. They don't like the word kids, sorry. Guys.